You know, early on in my career as a detailer, I struggled with... Hello, once again, it's DJ with the Detailing Business Channel, back for another episode. Today's not a dirty car detail because this baby is clean. If you remember the last episode, we were working on my truck, getting it all cleaned up, getting the road salt off of it, and getting it ready for a coating. If you missed last week's episode and you're a detailer, you might want to go back and watch that one. I show you one upsell that probably makes me the most money, and the customer will love you for it. So check the description for that video in case you missed it. Today we're going to continue prepping this truck for a coating. I've already inspected the paint. It doesn't look too bad. There's very minimal scratches. About the only thing it needs is a light polish. I'll probably use my Meguiars 205 and probably a finishing pad, just to kind of give it a once over before we apply a coating. One thing I wanted to show you that I just noticed right here. Oh no, can you see that? I got a crack in my windshield. Rock chip, and it is starting to crack. So as soon as I saw that, I immediately called our local glass repair shop, and they'll be coming out here in a couple days to repair that, so hard to believe. You know, early on in my career as a detailer, I struggled with the mindset that every car had to be perfect. It took me a long time to realize that not every car had to be perfect because not every customer wants their car to be perfect. Not every customer can afford to pay for their car to be perfect. Since this is my vehicle, I can pretty much do whatever I want to it. I could do a 3-stage polish. I could spend 18 hours polishing this thing out. But as a detailer, I also know that there's a clear coat on this finish, and that clear coat is almost as thick as a Post-it note. Clear coats also have UV inhibitors, UV blockers, to protect from the sun's damaging rays. The first 25% of the top layer of the clear coat is that UV blocker. Once you go through that, there's no more protection from the sun. It took me a long time to get over making every car perfect. Every time we polish a vehicle, the clear coat is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And if we go to town with a rotary and a wool pad and grinding away on the paint, it ain't gonna take very long. The unofficial mantra of detailers is use the least aggressive method first, and that is 100% right. The last thing you want to do to a customer's car is to degrade the factory paint. So what I'm doing is using the least aggressive method. I don't need to go crazy because it's in great shape. It really doesn't need much. Realize that not every vehicle has to be perfect. Unless your customer is looking and paying for perfection, then it's unnecessary to go overboard. And just because you want perfection doesn't mean your customer wants you spending 12 hours on their car in their driveway, when all they're looking for is their car to be clean and shiny. That shouldn't take 12 hours. And another thing, don't be the guy that gets on the forums or gets on the YouTube comments and says, oh, you did it wrong, you didn't spend enough, I do 3-stage polish on every vehicle I touch. Nothing but the best for the customer. Well, they're probably blowing smoke up your butt. And even if they did, they probably got paid less than what McDonald's pays per hour. So don't let them guys fool you. And don't be one of them. All right, we're all shined up and looking good. Almost ready to apply the coating. One last step we're going to do is wipe it down with a surface prep product to remove any kind of oils or residue that's left over. So let's do that. You don't have to go crazy with this stuff, just a light mist, wipe it off. This particular surface prep product is Meguiars M122. All right, we're finally ready to apply the coating. I'm gonna use, whatever. I don't even want to say.